IInd. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. قال الله تعالى في المحكم التنزيل والفرقان إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. Alhamdulillah, I convey my hearty salutation to all of one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's probably only Abul Kalam Azad's name which comes to your mind if asked about the Muslim who fought for the freedom of India. Alas, the modern Indian history books syllabus has no space for many other brave souls who lived, fought and died to see our country India free of foreign powers. On the humble occasion of 72nd Independence Day, an attempt to pay a tribute to these freedom fighters of independent state of India, which is Bharat. In that, we are going to see about the Fazl-e Haq Khairabadi. Fazl-e Haq Khairabadi, if asked what is one of the most misunderstood word of this century, it will certainly be jihad. Better I dare give any justification. The stand of Fazl-e Haq should be lot more helpful in understand what exactly it refers to. Fazl-e Haq Khairabadi, 1797, 20th August to 1861 was one of the main figure of the Indian rebellion of 1857. He was a philosopher, an author, a poet, a religious scholar, but is most remembered for issuing a fatwa in the favor of jihad against the English in 1857. Fazl-e Haq Khairabadi died on 12th February 1861 while exiled on Andaman Island. Silk Letter Movement. Originally, the Silk India movement refers to a movement organized by Deobandi leaders between 1913 to 1920, aimed at freeing India from the British rule by allying with Ottoman Turkey, Imperial Germany, and Afghanistan. The plot was uncovered by the Punjab CID with the capture of letters from Ubaidullah Sindhi, one of the Deobandi leaders then in Afghanistan, to Mahmud al-Hassan, another leader then in Persia. The letters were written in the silk cloth, hence the name. Muhammad Mian Mansur Ansari. Muhammad Mian Mansur Ansari was another prominent figure in the silk letter movement. He was one of the most active and prominent figure in the prominent member in the fraction of Indian freedom movement led by Muslim clergy and who were chiefly from the Islamic school of Deoband. In 1946, the Indian National Congress requested him to return to India, so the British Raj gave him the permission. Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah Faizabadi, best known for his role in the rebellion of 1857. Award and capture of Lucknow, British historian and G.B. Malaysan describes that Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah Faizabadi was one of the greatest heroes of the First War of Independence. The British considered him as a worthy enemy and the greatest warriors, so that many British officers has praised him in flowing words. Jagannath Singh presented the head of Ahmadullah to the British district magistrate and claimed him 50,000 rupees reward. The British writer Malaysian describes the Maulvi's death as follows. Thus died the Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah Faizabadi. If a patriot is a man who plots and fought for the independence and wrongfully destroyed for the native country, then most certainly the Maulvi was a true patriot. Yusuf Meher Ali, the man who gave us the term like Quit India movement and Simon Go Back. Yusuf Meher Ali was appointed as the Indian freedom fighter and the socialist leader. He was elected as a mayor of Bombay in 1942 while he was imprisoned in the Yerwada Central Prison. At last, we are going to see about the Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was known as Frontier Gandhi, and he was one of the major reasons behind the Britishers leaving India. He pioneered the famous Khuday Khidmat Kar Servants of God movement in 1929, and which successfully guided to its destiny. After independence, he opposed the partition of India but failed. As for the sum total of Muslims who fought war of independence, then most certainly the above mentioned brave hearts will only make the fraction of it. Utterly shameful, they don't even get a mention once because whom we are celebrating the day like today, 15th August, and Independence Day of India. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to reveal such heroes' history to the world, inshallah. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.